Whether you regard making design more expensive and making a job more expensive as the same thing is an interesting question. Design represents roughly 7%, 8% of a project cost, and bad design can represent 100% of the project cost. Good design will represent 8% of the project cost, and if it represented 9%, that really wouldn't matter very much. So I think the question of whether or not it makes design more expensive is probably less important than whether it makes the project more expensive, and the two aren't the same thing. So I don't think zero-based design makes projects more expensive at all. In fact, I think it makes them far more economical. I think you end up with lower capital costs and lower operating costs, and I think the alternative of designing to the wrong assumptions is much more likely to lead to far higher costs. Lower capital costs manifesting themselves as higher operating costs is certainly an outcome that's possible, but it's not an outcome that is necessary. If you apply the capital with a great degree of focus, you'll end up with a better capital outcome, and you can end up with a lower operating cost outcome as well, simply because the capital is applied to the things that make the operation more user-friendly, more maintenance-friendly, more operator-friendly. So I think it is possible to have a lower operating cost and a lower capital cost, but the only way it's possible to do that is to have a really focused approach to the design assumptions, which is effectively a zero-based design approach.